You know, it's been said, BK, y'all don't ever do nothing over there cooking right nice and easy. You know, everybody ain't super gourmet. Well, you know, I think today we're going to do something nice and easy. But just because it's nice and easy doesn't mean it has to be lazy and greasy. We want to make sure you're cooking it right. So it's time to see what y'all are cooking over there. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between, with all due respect, this is your Cooking It Right DJ, BK. Make sure y'all are cooking it
the player way.
And, you know, we also want to make sure you understand this is your boy B Season on IG, a.k.a. Chef Boyard BK, a.k.a. what y'all cooking over there. That Mr. Cooking, what y'all cooking it, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll make sure you're cooking it right. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure you look at it like the bomb. We'll make sure it's, whatever you cooking is looking like a bomb. You feel what I'm saying? So what we doing is, you know, I've been showing y'all to cook a lot of things. I can be very detailed guy sometimes. And, you know, cooking things right, it's about, you know, there's going to be some exclusive sometimes.
Exclusive. The player way.
If you really want to be in this cooking thing, if you want to be a part of this mafioso situation, you know what I'm saying? If you want to really you really want to cook the linguine the right way, you know what I'm saying? If you really want to cook the sclingini, you know what I'm saying? If you really want to make it excelente, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're cooking it right, my friend. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's going to be complicated sometimes, but it doesn't always have to be complicated. And for those out there that like to just put things in a one pot and make it nice and easy, we found a video just for you. So this is a tasty video called 7 Easy Chicken Dinners, but you know, we got to bring y'all some pro tips. You know what I'm saying? We want to take it to the next level. If you don't want to take it to the next level, cooking it right is not the channel for you. You can go on to the next month. You know, they can, you know, Auntie Fee, rest in peace. She has some easy things for y'all. Go over there and watch her channel. She's, you know, give us some love over there. But you know what I'm saying? If you want to cook it right, you come see your boy BK. You know what I'm saying? Because BK going to make sure you doing it
the player way.
That's right, bro. So we're going to have some exclusives for you and make sure we're going to transform you from the old situation into a new situation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This might be the new Kanye's anti-workout plan. You know what I'm saying? Kanye's workout plan was working out. BK's workout plan is cooking it right. You know what I'm saying? You might get you a man or get you a female or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take it to the next level, but we're going to make sure y'all cooking it right, though. And I got my pro tips ready. So let's see what they got going on here. 7 Easy Chicken Dinners. You know, these videos, they take shortcuts, you know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure y'all had the pro tips to cooking it right. So they say take 2 chicken breasts, salt them and pepper them, of course, under season as usual. Chicken broth. All right, so we're going to stop it right there. Okay. So this is like a one pot, easy situation. Come here. So just because it's a one pot, you know, situation, we're going to under season the chicken. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? The number one to make you get off of this situation is just putting salt. Remember, number one pro tip of every episode, if you just use the salt, get out of here. You got to get you some Slap Your Mama seasoning. Go on to Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might want to, y'all don't even know. This might be a situation where Flavor God, let's give somebody else an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about Slap Your Mama seasoning. We always talk about Cajun foreplay. Let's talk about, that's right. We'll give somebody else an opportunity. Flavor God. Shout out to Flavor God Seasonings. If you're a person that you want to do an easy chicken dinner, you're trying to do some meal prep and you don't want a whole lot of sodium, you want flavor without the extra water retention, get you some Flavor God seasoning. That's a real good opportunity for you over there. So when you go back in here and you got this Boyd in here, you got this Boyd in the box, you know what I'm saying? The original bird box is the pot. Okay, so you're going to put this Boyd in the box. Don't just put salt and pepper. No. I don't know why you would do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, every time I heard a person, I said, what you put in here? Oh, just salt and pepper. Oh, no. What? No more seasonings? No, put you some seasonings in there. All right. Then they're going to do something else. Something else that they messed up doing is they go through this hard work of doing a really nice job pan-searing, get a nice color on the chicken. So first, so you saw how they put that minced onion and that garlic put that minced onion and that garlic in that oil before you put that chicken in there. Because if you put the minced garlic and everything, you're going to add water to the sear. Adding water to the sear and adding moisture to the sear, the only thing you want in there with that, between that chicken and that pot, is some lubrication. That lubrication is going to give it that nice brown color that you want, that oil, because it's going to have a transference of heat from underneath the pan into the middle of the pan, through the oil, the viscosity in the oil, and into that chicken. So that's going to brown that chicken. Transference of heat. Remember that term. Okay, so if you put the transference of heat, if you do the transference of heat while you have vegetables in there that are sweating, you're introducing water into the pan along with the chicken and the oil. So what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up boiling the chicken, which is why it has that white appearance before you sear it. When in actuality, what you want to do is you want to give it a nice sear before it cooks on the inside, so that it can maintain that browning. Now, you can still get a browning by doing this, and they're probably going to be able to do it because they diced it up so little, but then they're going to mess up the sear before you can get to it by adding chicken broth. So here's the deal. If you want to make an easy chicken dinner, it doesn't mean that it needs to be stringy and dry. See, this chicken is chicken breast that they have in there. Chicken breast has not a lot of subcutaneous fat to it. It's very lean. So the thing is, that chicken, they needed to brown that chicken with the onions and everything. Then take the chicken out once it's brown. Put it in a little bowl with a little paper towel over it so that it can stay warm, okay? And put that to the side. Don't be tempted to just leave this chicken in here, because if you leave this chicken in here, what little fat is in it is going to come out into the chicken broth. And that sounds like a great idea, but you're going to end up with dry, boiled chicken. No one likes boiled chicken, okay? Don't do that. Pan sear that chicken, take it off, and then in the drippings, you can then bring everything back in, keep it in the same pot. So you got the flavor of the chicken drippings without damaging the chicken and compromising the integrity of the chicken. Let's keep going. All right. So again, boil it in the drippings and everything. But yeah, brown that chicken. That chicken is all extra boiled. That chicken gonna be stringy. It's gonna be under seasoned because you didn't really give it a chance to really. Yeah. I mean, they put some seasoning in at the end, but that chicken itself did not have a chance to really marry with the seasons. Pan searing it the proper way is going to let that seasoning really get into that chicken. By not properly browning that chicken before you added those seasonings, all that seasonings went into the oil and everything else. So the dish itself will taste okay, but to take it to the next level is to keep that seasoning in that chicken, let it properly cook, take it off, then in the drippings of that chicken fat, cook everything else, bring everything into it, and then add your chicken back onto it on the top at the end. If you notice, when you go to a really nice restaurant, when they serve your chicken, they don't put the chicken all up in the salad. They usually put the chicken on top because you want to have that nice sear and all that. So let's move on to the next recipe. So this is kind of like the last episode where they had kind of like a teriyaki, an easy teriyaki type of thing. So okay, they put the chicken. Ugh. Okay, so they're doing it in the crock pot. So my pro tip, let's see what they're going to look like. So put green beans in there. So kind of like an Asian. Oh. Let me go. Okay, they did. Okay, so they did say broil. Okay, so that's good. Okay, I was about to say, what I thought they were going to say is that chicken came out looking like that, but they broiled that chicken. So they did broil the chicken. They did acknowledge that they broiled the chicken. Because here's the deal. That chicken. See, some of that chicken's already been broiled. But anyway, if you're going to do chicken thighs in there, my pro tip for this situation, making sure you are cooking everything
the player way,
is if you're going to cook chicken thighs like this in the slow cooker, unless you want to do the trick that I showed you in the other chicken recipe video, I would say, because the other trick was putting 212 degrees, so boiling water on the chicken skin. and that'll help it crisp up a little bit later. But I would say even more than this is I would say get you the boneless, skinless chicken thighs. They're really not that much more expensive, and it'll be a lot better than trying to broil this. The whole point of using a crock pot is to not have to use any other situation. So it kind of defeats the purpose of putting it in a crock pot. You could have just put it in the oven, and then the chicken would have crisped up just fine. So if you're going, here's my tip. If you're going to bake separate chicken pieces like that, cook them in the oven, because it'll give it a dry heat, and dry heat is going to crisp up that skin the way you want it to. And chicken thighs that are cooked the right way in the oven are amazing. Don't put any wet ingredients on them before you put them in the oven, because if you put a bunch of wet ingredients and marinades on chicken, a lot of people say that, BK, do you marinate your chicken before you put it in the oven? No, I just season it. I dry brine it, because if you put a lot of wet ingredients on chicken skin and let it soak up, it'll never crisp up the way it would have otherwise. So my pro tip there is, if you're going to use this type of chicken, put it in the oven, let it crisp up, put everything else in a pot. Don't even worry about a crock pot. Put it in one big pot, let it cook in all of the teriyaki and stuff like that, and then you can just apply that stuff later on with the crispy chicken skin. Or if you do want to do it all in one pot and do it in the crock pot, then get the boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and you won't have to worry about the broiler at the end. But figure out what you want to do, figure out where you want to go, what your roadmap is, so you can get there the right, proper way, and you don't end up with a disappointing, gummy. I can tell you, when I was a kid, we used to have some gummy, Mom, I love you, but you already know the story about that chicken situation. Gummy chicken is just not the player way. So don't do that. Let's move on. Yes, moving on. Yeah. Honey garlic chicken. All right. Let's see. Rosemary. I don't want to break that rosemary up at all or nothing. So baked chicken. Yeah, this is a real basic. I'm not even gonna dignify. That's a little basic recipe. Anybody can do that. Yeah, see, here it is again. All right, let's take this back. They're doing it again. Going to this chicken. Okay, if you're going to pan-sear chicken, do not put nothing else in there afterward like that. Don't put no wet ingredients like that after you done seared that chicken. You're going to ruin your chicken that way. Chicken Alfredo. Let's see what else they got. All right, come on, y'all. Come on. What else you got? Cornstarch. This is just fried chicken. We looked at this already. This is some dry fried chicken, like chicken tenders, chicken nuggets. What? They did not. Let's go back. This ain't been fried for near long enough. That is underdone chicken. Flag on the play. I don't even know what y'all talking about. If y'all don't go back and cook this chicken, what's wrong with you? Nah, this chicken is underdone. Y'all, that chicken ain't done. Don't do that. Don't do that. That chicken, if you're going to fry chicken, y'all know what color. I done showed y'all on other. If you don't know what fried chicken's supposed to look like when it come out, go back to episode 1 or go back to episode 3 even. Chili powder, cumin. All right, I'm kind of getting sick of this because some of this is again, they keep making the same mistake. Don't cook your chicken in the pot with everything else. Just really give your chicken fajitas with no grilling. Come on now. Don't never call no chicken that you ain't put on no grill or no flat iron, no fajita chicken. Don't pan-sear no chicken, call that fajita chicken, y'all. Don't do that to yourself. You'll embarrass yourself in front of people who really know what they're talking about. Okay, this is a big tip. It's a big tip. This is a nursery rhyme situation. This is a baby mistake. Okay, if you are going to make fried chicken, and again, the people who don't really know how to cook, chicken breast is what they go for, because most people when they first start cooking, chicken breast is like the desired piece of chicken. That's beginners thinking. And when you get to really know a lot about chicken, you understand that there's more to the chicken than just the breast. There's the thighs. The thighs is the main piece of chicken that a lot of people don't know they be eating. When you eating a lot of Italian food, you be eating a lot of like chicken cutlets and stuff like that. Chicken cutlets a lot of times is not chicken breast. A lot of times chicken cutlets is just a pounded out chicken thigh, boneless, skinless. And definitely in a lot of your Asian cooking, it's a lot of chicken thighs in that cooking too. It's only when you get to like Chick-fil-A that you have a lot of chicken breast situation, because that's an American way of thinking. So if you're going to do chicken breasts, you need to do what a lot of other people do, like Chick-fil-A. They're going to pound that chicken out. They're going to tenderize the chicken. So here's what you need to do. When you butterfly this chicken, it shows you in step 1 to cut that chicken open. So you cut that chicken, you salt it. Remember, you got to actually season it. So this is called butterflying. Okay. So if you cut that chicken in half, but you don't cut all the way through it, and then you open it up so you can stuff it, that's called butterflying. What you're going to do in this particular one, this is going to be your pro tip for this particular one. I already got the graphic up. So
exclusive. The player way.
Exclusive.
So this is your pro tip on butterflying the chicken. When you butterfly the chicken, it's going to be like this. You're going to cut it in half, and it's going to open up like this. All right. When you open it up like that, go get you a freezer bag, a freezer Ziploc bag. So it's a thicker plastic, and it gives you plenty of space. Get you a mallet, a tenderizing mallet, and beat that chicken out. And when you beat it, don't just beat it down like this. Beat that meat. Y'all heard what I said on that beating the meat is the way to pleasure. Self-love when it comes to making you some real good chicken is beating that meat. You know what I'm saying? You can't get around it. It's going to be a much more mouth-pleasing experience. You know what I'm saying? No cap. All right, so you're going to beat that thing out, and it's going to make that chicken breast that's normally about that big, it's going to make it huge. It's going to make it nice, big, and flat. That's how you make a really good chicken breast cutlet. Then you're going to stuff it, okay? Now, you're going to need a bigger pan than what this does. When you really beat it out the right way, they put like 3 chicken. You're going to see that they put like 3 chicken breasts in there. When you do it the way I'm teaching you how to make it, it's going to be more than that. Breadcrumbs. So you're not going to, when you do it with me, after you beat that chicken cutlet out, it's going to take up like this whole thing. I'm telling you. I know it seems like it's going to take a little bit longer to cook. I am telling you, I'm giving you the real uncut raw, the exclusive.
The player way.
I'm telling you how to cook this thing.
The player way.
Cooking it the player way, bro. If you do this, it's going to be money. Player, if you cook this for your girl before she come over, it's going to be on the It's gonna be on and popping, boy. She gonna hit you with she gonna take one bite and be like, oh my God, is it really like that? I'm telling you, bro. Listen, if you beat that meat the right way, you really pound it out, pound that chicken, and then you put some mozzarella in there, maybe even some, some red, peppers in there, cut it up, dice them up real good, a little bit of garlic in there, a little bit of garlic salt, just a splash. Okay, put that thing over there, do it in the egg solution that they told you to do it, all that. Then put it in that oil, okay? Cook it in that oil, get your nice big spatula, flip it over to the other side, have you this is the way to making a stuffed chicken parmesan, bro. I am telling you, my friend, if you do this, you ain't gonna just be making her dinner. You're gonna be making her breakfast too. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it's a 2-meal hitter quitter. You know what I'm saying? She won't never quit. You make it just like that. Females, you can do the same thing for your man. I'm telling you, but you pound that chicken thing out. Pound it on out. Butterfly it. Just trying to tell y'all how to cook it right, bro. I'm just trying to help y'all understand, bro. Understand me? Trying to get that boy, bro. Hey, look. See, I even said chicken parmesan. That's exactly what they making. I'm telling you, bro. You just gonna do it with one big old chicken breast. You're gonna maybe do two. It'll feed, man. They almost had a really good dinner. They almost made a really good meal. But you listening to BK, he gonna help you make sure you cooking it right.
The player way.
And I'm saying in this particular episode, I'm not just teaching you something to be the player way, just off the strength of cooking it, in a way to making sure it tastes good. But I'm saying if you make somebody a good pan of chicken parmesan, you done pounded that thing out, made it nice and big, and you done stuffed it with more than just cheese, put you some, like I said, roasted red peppers in there, diced them up, put some diced red peppers in there. No, you don't want no diced red peppers. What you want in there? You want some sun-dried tomatoes in there? Maybe is that what you want? No, shut it down. Is it toward the end of the episode? Is that what it is I'm taking all day? Okay, I got it. I done said everything that need to be said, okay? I done gave you all the keys. I done told you what the need to be do, okay? So I don't want you to be confused when I look over at you and I say, what you cooking over there?